Welcome back. Episode 30.
Steph Curry.
TalkBall Tweakers. Welcome back. I took a little bit of break and back from my IL rehab stint down in the minor leagues.
And then they were in Believeland.
Yeah.
Cleveland! This is for you. Sorry, continue.
How are you feeling, gentlemen? I'm with my boys, Jake Mazarski, Blake McQuarrie. Why did I say it like that?
Why are you talking so fast, dog?
I'd feel better if you didn't wear a Braves jersey. I said that as we walked in. We're going to talk a little baseball today because I have anger issues.
Mets are going through it right now.
Yeah. If you see the Frank the Tank videos, me and Frank aren't too far off right now.
I know he's depressed right now.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't have as many glasses I could break though. It's more just like my PlayStation controllers.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I feel good. I feel like Cleveland got me sick. I was sick the past 2 days, kind of.
Watching the Cleveland Browns gets everyone sick. So
I feel like Cleveland got me a little sick. I don't know though. But yeah, I've never stayed overnight in Ohio, so
that's a funny way to put it.
So yeah, actually, I did one time in Toledo. Actually, I just thought about that. I did one time in Toledo, but other than that, no. So I don't know. I don't like Ohio, so I think it got me sick. That's all I have to say. I feel good though now today. I'm good. It's just hot in here. Golly.
Yeah. Hector,
What the heck,
Hector, come on, man.
We've been in this program for 11 months, or me, I guess, like 8.
Hector, we know you're watching the podcast. Put an AC in here, man.
That's what I'm saying,
Please. For the next people to come in here, put an AC in here. At least an AC unit. Anyway, let's get started. Let's talk ball.
All right, we're gonna start with college football because we're 8 days away, or 9 days away rather, from the first games of this season. We got ranked matchup Iowa State, Kansas State in Ireland. We're not going to talk about that matchup though because who cares? What we are going to talk about is week 1, or is around 16 days away. We got some big games. And there's a lot of college football stuff coming out. And Pete Mazarski memos, because I have my predictions coming out, shameless self-plug. But these two are going to try to figure out who's second and third in Heisman odds right now. According to FanDuel, the favorite for the Heisman Trophy in 2025 is Arch Manning from Texas. I've never heard of that guy before. They said Jeremiah Smith too. And I agree. Jeremiah Smith is fourth at plus 1,200. I get that because he's a wide receiver, and there's a little uncertainty at the quarterback position with Julian Sayin, the Alabama transfer. Elite 11, I think Sayin's going to be a monster, but we could talk about that later. 2 and 3. Any more guesses?
So
they're both quarterbacks.
Just for context, we've guessed Drew Aller.
So, yeah, we've already tried to guess this before we started the pod, and then we had to turn it into a segment because we don't know who it is. Okay. We said Drew Aller,
DJ Lagway,
Lenore Sellers, Dante Moore, and it's none of those guys.
None of those guys. And there's
Jake
one in the SEC that he says that we still have missed, and he's an SEC quarterback.
Yeah, one of them.
Both of them are quarterbacks. You said
both are quarterbacks. One's an SEC quarterback. Jeremiah Smith's the highest non-quarterback by a lot.
Jeremiah Smith's the highest
non-quarterback.
You're
only trying to get 2 and 3, so it's quarterbacks.
Okay.
One's in the SEC.
John Mateer?
No.
I was going to guess Mateer.
No, but I'm sure he bet on that.
The gambling bandit.
The gambling man.
The gambling bandit.
I'm trying to give you one.
It can't be Ole Miss. Ole Miss, I don't even know.
No, Austin Simmons, nah, he's not up there. One of them made the playoff last year. I'm not saying it was the SEC quarterback, but one of them made the playoff last year.
The other quarterback is Cade Klubnik.
Cade Klubnik.
Okay. That's the other
at
one.
plus 900.
Okay.
That would make
I could give you a really big hint, or I could give you...
The other one made the playoff.
No, Klubnik made the playoff.
Oh, you're
the
saying
other one's
Klubnik
the SEC quarterback.
Nussmeier?
Nussmeier.
Nussmeier.
Garrett
my
Nussmeier
gosh.
and Cade Klubnik
Oh my God.
are plus 900 each for the Heisman. Those odds are going to change week 1 depending on who comes out of Death Valley. Clemson, LSU, arguably the best game of that weekend. Texas, Ohio State.
Did Nussmeier's odds drop when he had the injury scare?
No, it wasn't even an injury scare. It was a fake thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was a fake thing. I love LSU, though. LSU had the number 1 ranked transfer class, but they're going to lose to Clemson week 1 if I had to guess because they're going back and forth about who the real Death Valley is, who the real Tigers are.
Yeah.
I would not put it on Klubnik, no offense to him.
I don't know.
He's at 3?
Him and Nussmeier are tied for 2.
Over Jeremiah?
I mean, I get it. Cade Klubnik's returning his top 3 wide receivers. They're losing Phil Maffa, so they're going to run the ball less. Nussmeier's bringing in 2 really fast wide receivers, but then again, LSU finds a way to blow everything.
Yeah, I don't have faith in Brian Kelly to help Nussmeier.
Yeah.
That's what it is for me.
We'll see.
No,
I don't have faith in Kelly right now.
I think Nussmeier's going to be good, though.
No, I think he's going to be good. I just don't have faith that Brian Kelly's going to put him in the best spots to excel and win the Heisman. Because Nussmeier's not the guy who's going to go out there and win it on his own. He needs kind of support.
I mean,
he's good, but he needs support. Like, let's be honest.
LSU is going to have chances. Nussmeier's biggest thing was he threw 12 interceptions last season, which led Power 4, or tied for the lead in Power 4. My Jewish king, Jake Retzlaff, was also up there. LSU's going to have chances.
Boy.
We're not.
Oh, no. Absolutely not.
No.
Fine.
Oh, no.
So, pause. LSU's going to have chances to prove that they belong. They go to Clemson. They go to Alabama. They go to Ole Miss. They welcome in South Carolina. They welcome in Texas A&M, and they end the season at Oklahoma. We saw a team in Alabama trip up to Oklahoma in the season finale last year. So they'll have chances to prove it. But outside of those 4 guys, outside of Arch Manning, Cade Klubnik, Garrett Nussmeier, and Jeremiah Smith, is there anyone later on that you guys think could win the Heisman? And I could start if you want. But you guys go first.
I was just going to say Lenore Sellers.
Cool.
I just had to put him up there.
I like Sellers.
Like, he's got the talent to really take South Carolina far this year. And he could have gone to a bigger school. He could have had better weapons, more at his disposal. But he stuck with South Carolina. I like his confidence in that. I do. Would I have left for a bigger bag? But all props to him for his loyalty, staying there. I just think he has all the he's like he reminds me of Cam Newton a little bit, but just like a little bit better of an arm in college. But like
slightly less big, but more versatile. Yeah,
big body type, aggressive. He can run, throw. Like, I see it for him. So
last we saw of him, besides the bowl game, was him going into Death Valley and beating Clemson. So
he has the makings to beat big teams. Like, and he's composed. He makes the right throws. Like, he's just that good.
I'm gonna say something since we're ending we're ending our in-person session too soon. I love that pick, and I love the Cox this year. I really do love the Cox.
Come
this year.
on, dog.
I really love the Cox.
Pause, bro.
Like, I really do.
Come on, dog.
I really do. I see 9-3.
Bro,
I know. I really like South Carolina. I really like South Carolina this year. So I knew they were going to get tripped up by that. They also have Dylan Stewart coming back. So anyway,
over under 5.
Cox, bro. Come on.
Over under 5.
I'll go over.
I'll go over. Nah, dog. I'll go over.
Dog. But anyway, Mr.
Dante Porter, don't bet on yourself.
Mr. McQueary, if you wanted to go first.
I got DJ Lagway. I think I really liked him. I watched the SEC documentary, and I really liked just his persona and his approach to the game. So I really like Lagway. I think Napier really messed up last year not starting him. I like after that Stanford game, I don't know why you just don't.
Yeah, why would you go back to Grammar?
Yeah, I know. The next game, he just literally went a split of 2 halves. Like, that's not winning you a football game.
Yeah,
so
Napier is probably he's holding it back. I'm not gonna lie.
No, he wasn't, and that's the thing. His main thing was like, oh, Lagway's got to develop. Mertz is this proven guy. I get like you want a proven guy.
Mertz has never been proven. He was bad at Wisconsin.
He was bad at Wisconsin. Besides that one game, open up the COVID year where he had 5 touchdowns and 1 incompletion, and everybody thought he was insane.
Yeah,
but he's been bad his entire college career compared to Lagway's
Mertz
talent.
was never proven, so I think it just stunted his development a little bit. But I really like Lagway. Yeah. And then you see the size on him. You guys just showed me the picture.
We'll put it on the pod.
Standing next to Anthony Richardson.
Yeah, he's a huge man.
A little.
So that then they, like you mentioned they point out Anthony Richardson to Cam Newton. I mean, that's Lagway's as big or bigger than Anthony Richardson.
Yeah.
That's crazy to think about. That's crazy to think about. A sophomore quarterback. I mean, like that.
A little background on Lagway because I love both those picks. Lagway, former #1 recruit.
Yeah.
6-1 as a starter last year. His one loss was the Georgia game where he went off injured.
Yeah.
Got carted off. Genuinely thought he tore his ACL, but it was a calf injury and it came back the next week.
Yep.
I mean, same thing with Sellers. Lagway's going to have the chance to prove it. Listen to this stretch. They're going to beat LIU and they're going to beat South Florida and Gainesville, and then to LSU, to Miami, versus Texas at A&M. So if Florida wins 3 of those games, then Lagway will be very fine in the Heisman race.
Is Marcus Reed still with
Marcel
A&M?
Reed? Yeah, he's a sophomore. And then Florida, they're not done. They welcome in Georgia on November 1st. They go to Ole Miss. They welcome in Tennessee. So it's a hard schedule. And they start the year as number 15. But I really like that.
Not
to take it away.
I do. So, I really like Lagway. Back to the Cam Newton point, I think he is Cam Newton with a better arm. A way better arm. Yeah. Way better arm, way better pocket presence.
And where did Cam Newton start off his collegiate career?
Yeah. So, exactly. Started at Florida just like Cam. So
my Gators.
No, I'm going with Lagway. I think he's gonna be a dog.
And then he's gonna transfer to Alabama like he did in Road to Glory and win the Heisman.
Hey, do you want that to happen? Because in mine, Bryce Underwood transferred to Clemson. So but update in my Dynasty League. Fritz, I know you're watching this. Bryce Underwood and number 8 Michigan beats the number 1 seed Oregon Ducks and move on to the college football playoff semifinal.
There we go, Wolverines.
Yeah.
That's what I like to hear.
Yeah, I'm Michigan. I beat them in double overtime. But anyway, we won't talk about that. All right, my pick.
Speaking of that, I gotta play Madden when I get home. I want to play the new Madden.
I'll give you the smoke. I'll be the Jets too. No. Okay, whatever.
I'm gonna kill you with Jared Goff.
My pick for the Heisman right now, outside of those 4, Dante Moore from Oregon. I think Dante Moore in 2023 made one of the dumbest decisions he could have made. He committed to Oregon straight out and then flipped to UCLA because UCLA promised that he'd be a starter. And that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. He wasn't good. He had a 53% completion percentage, 11 touchdowns, 9 picks. He was bad. No other way to put it, but he did go on the road and beat Nebraska. He goes to Oregon, and Dan Lanning has made Dylan Gabriel and Bo Nix Heisman finalists, right? Dante Moore is a different build. I think Dante Moore as a quarterback is more naturally talented than both of them. He's a higher recruit than both of them. Mm-hmm. The difference is Nix and Gabriel were obviously older. Moore's going into his junior year, redshirt sophomore year. But the reason I like Dante Moore, one, because of the Lanning system. They did take a little bit of a hit with Evan Stewart probably missing the entire year because he tore his patella. But they have the best freshman wide receiver in the country in DeCorian Moore. He's going to be the Jeremiah Smith of this year, but not Jeremiah Smith because nobody's Jeremiah Smith, the best freshman receiver. Oregon does not play Michigan. They don't play Ohio State. Their one hard game is the whiteout game against Penn State. Mm-hmm. I think Oregon's going to go 11-1. The rest of their schedule is very manageable. And I think that offense is really, really going to help him. That's still one of the best offensive lines in the country. Dan Lanning's one of the best head coaches in the country. And I think a year sitting under Dylan Gabriel is going to really, really help too.
Absolutely.
So I really like Dante Moore.
That's a good pick.
I covered Dante when he was in high school a couple games while he was at Detroit, Martin Luther King. Mm-hmm. He has all the tangibles. I forgot. He has all the tangibles to be a really, really good quarterback. Like he has all the tangibles to be one of the best quarterbacks in college football. So I like that pick.
Yeah.
Back to development at Oregon. Will Stein, still offensive coordinator at Oregon.
Yes, sir.
He was a part of that development of Bo Nix, Dylan Gabriel. And like you said, sitting behind Dylan is going to do a lot for his game. So I like the Dante Moore pick too, for sure.
One more I wanted to throw out there, maybe not for the Heisman, but I wanted to give him a little love. If there's a running back in the Heisman finalists, it's going to be Jeremiah Love from Notre Dame. Jeremiah Love's the best running back in the country. Not to mention that they have Jadarian Price too. Mm-hmm. They have 2 hard games to open up. They play A&M and Miami, or Miami and then A&M. At Notre Dame, you don't know what's going on with their quarterback situation right now. They're going to feed Love until the brakes fall off. And his brakes don't fall off. He played through a sprained ankle last year in the playoff. I just wanted to throw him out there too.
I like that.
All right. Before we end the college football segment, August 30th, the first real week of college football. Starting with Texas, Ohio State on Big Noon Kickoff, we got that.
Oh yeah, I got a rant about that.
Good. I'm gonna read off a few of the other big games if you want. LSU, Clemson in Death Valley. That's a night game on ABC. Alabama at Florida State. I mean, Florida State's Florida State. I'll focus on Thomas Castellanos in a second.
Oh, boy.
Other big games, I'm trying. There's a few other ones. I don't know where they are. But let's go back to Texas, Ohio State, because that's obviously the biggie. The Longhorns lost to Ohio State in the Cotton Bowl. Now Steve Sarkisian's bringing his team up to the shoe to face the defending national champions.
First, okay. So if you know the AP poll rankings, you know that Texas is number 1 and Ohio State is number 3 and Penn State is number 2. What are those rankings? First of all, I don't understand those rankings. I am not going to sit here and defend Ohio State. I'm not going to say all this thing about Ohio State. They won it. I understand their quarterback is gone. They still have Jeremiah Love. They still have a great defense. They still have the same structure. I know
you
that.
meant Jeremiah Smith, by the way.
What did I say? Jeremiah. I said Jeremiah Love.
Love.
I mean, Jeremiah Smith. I know their defensive coordinator Jim Knowles left for Penn State. I know that they have a new one and it's a different system. I still think Ohio State is just as dangerous. I don't understand why in the first game, if the number 1 team and the number 3 team are going up against each other, why the number 1 team is the underdog.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't. It makes no sense. If you're going to rate them number 1, they have to be the best team. That means they have to be able to win every single game for at least for the first couple of games, seeing as they're the number 1 team. And I get it. Quarterback position means a lot. You have Archie Manning, one of the best in college football. I get you have Steve Sarkisian. It's the takeover time for the Manning family. I just don't understand it. You can't put them. I would have said put Ohio State number 1, Texas 2, and then Penn State 3, and I would have been fine with that.
Yeah.
But I don't. I also, we're gonna talk about Drew Aller and Penn State maybe a little later.
Yeah, we will.
Penn State, I don't think they should have been number 2. I don't think Aller is that good as people make him to be. I think he's a little overrated right now, and people are jumping the gun. So that's what I just had to say about it. It just makes no sense.
I think Texas, the thing I got from that line of Ohio State versus Texas is if it was on a neutral field, Texas is the favorite. I don't know if Texas should be considered the favorite. Yes, I think
it's at Ohio State, right?
It's at Ohio State.
So that doesn't make any sense.
It's at the shoe.
Well, I think that's the metric, though, right there.
No, that's the metric. They're pretty much saying
I'm saying
because there really is no other metric to say why are they going to beat Texas.
But if they're number 1, you should say, okay, well they could go in there and win it. They should be.
I mean,
even if they're the small
I see what you're saying. Though.
Even if they're the small favorites, Texas.
What's the difference? I didn't look at the numbers. What's the difference? 2.5.
They're 2.5.
So Texas should at least be like a point,
a field goal.
1.5 or something like that.
Yeah,
if Texas was a 1.5 favorite, I wouldn't have a problem with that. But
okay,
or even a pick 'em.
Yeah,
in the shoe.
Yeah, but you can't say that Ohio State is the favorite when
Texas is 1.
Yeah, if you're number 1, you should be able to go into another stadium no matter what it is and win it.
Well, I don't even want to.
Also,
that's my process.
No, go ahead. I was saying I don't even want to look at the ESPN percentage because I already debunked ESPN's percentage on the analytics because they do the percentage of who's going to win the analytics. It's always wrong.
It's always wrong.
So I debunked it, but there's nothing that they're.
What do you mean? Like
I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you
the wrong math.
No, it's just like they have
FPI rankings. They mess everything up.
They have. Let me click on this game real quick. If you scroll to the bottom in ESPN, there's a percentage there. I don't know if they're going to do it for this game because, like I said, it's always wrong, so they probably don't have anything. Yeah, see, it's not on this game.
Yeah.
So never mind. But there's usually a percentage in ESPN, and it'll say who's going to win. It's usually 56% or 70% that team.
I never pay attention to that.
And it's some BS to me. I debunked it a long time ago.
Yeah, so. Ohio State is at -130. Like, what?
Well, one of my bones to pick with the AP poll is Ohio State. I don't know if they're a better roster than Texas, but I think that they have the most certain thing in the country, which is Jeremiah Smith, who is a quarterback's best friend, Julian saying I think he's going to be fine. He was a number 3 recruit, I'm pretty sure, went to Alabama, transferred because Nick Saban left. I understand Arch Manning, and if Arch Manning goes into the Horseshoe Week 1 and beats the defending national champions, crown him Heisman favorite immediately, and his odds are going to go up. The reason why I don't think Texas is going to win that game, they lost Isaiah Bond and they lost Matthew Golden. 2 other wide receivers that are returners, the main returners, Ryan Wingo and DeAndre Moore.
Yep.
Smaller receivers against an Ohio State defense that returns the best defensive player in the country, too, in Caleb Downs. Davison Igbinosun had a good playoff.
Mr. P.I.
Mr. P.I., but had a good playoff. And then you also return Jermaine Matthews and Sonny Styles. Sonny Styles is a freak of nature. He's going to be a first-round pick. I think the uncertainty over saying is the reason Ohio State's 3. I think Ohio State's going to win them. I think... If I really wanted to make a bold prediction right now,
I would say Arch is more certain than saying, though.
I mean, yes, I agree with that. I do agree Arch is more certain than saying, but I think I think all the saying discourse is very similar to what happened with C.J. Stroud when Fields left, or when Fields got drafted, Fields didn't lose.
Saint will be fine.
Saint's going to be good.
I mean, last year, he.
When was the last time an Ohio State quarterback wasn't good? And I'm not hearing the Kyle McCord slander. I understand they didn't beat Ohio State.
He was good. Kyle McCord
he was
good.
fine. And then last year, Will Howard was good. In the biggest game of the season against Michigan, he didn't play well. You know what he did? He threw like 12 touchdowns in the playoff. So I think Saint's going to be fine. I agree with Arch Manning. Arch Manning's a stud. Arch Manning's a monster, but he's going to have to adjust. He's never played a game like this.
He's had problems in camp, I've heard, that they couldn't move the ball a couple of times.
Well, that's another thing with Texas. They lost a lot of guys on their offensive line.
Yeah,
so they're having
Joe Moore winner.
By that I mean he's going to be fine week 1, but it's going to take a minute in game to build the chemistry with these new guys.
Yeah. If you wanted to talk about this game, I really think wherever Ohio State has a really strong returner, Texas doesn't, and vice versa. You got Arch and Sayin. We'll split that, but Arch is more of a returner. We saw Arch Manning play a game. You look at wide receivers, Jeremiah Smith, and then Carnell Tate. Carnell Tate had a good playoff, and then Brendan Innes. You look at Texas, I talked about them. Texas has the running back advantage right now. Quintravion Wiesner is so good, and he showed that. Ohio State right now, their starting running back is, oh my God, James Peoples, but they have a Bo Jackson.
They'll be fine running the ball. Their offensive line is just always so good. They get freaks of nature on the O-line.
Yeah, I'll make my hot take right now because why not? I think Ohio State's going to run the table. I really do. You look at their schedule, I think you're getting Texas at the right time. They're going to figure a lot of stuff out. And I think Texas is going to win the SEC. They host Penn State. They don't have to go to Penn State. And by the way, they went to Penn State last year and beat them. They go. Their hardest game outside of that is either at Illinois or at Michigan. I think after Ohio State won the Natty last year, but didn't win the Big Ten and didn't beat Michigan, I'm not saying those are higher priorities.
Yeah.
But I think they're going to happen.
Oh my gosh, that is pretty easy.
Yeah.
They get Penn State at home.
Yeah. They played Penn State on the road last year.
Oh my goodness.
You want to talk about Penn State?
Flip it. They flip it.
Yeah, I forgot. No, because I forgot.
Yeah. Let's talk about Penn State, and then we'll talk about the Wolverines before talking about the Tigers matchup. Penn State, I understand why they're that high.
Overrated. Such an overrated team.
Overrated, but
They shouldn't be number 2.
I'll give them this. They return their 2 top running backs. They have the best running back duo in the country.
Absolutely.
They return Drew Aller, who is NFL ready.
No, he's not.
I don't think he is, like, physically.
People kept
absolutely
saying he could be like a number 3 pick in this year's draft, and I said no, he couldn't.
I knew he wasn't NFL ready after that playoff.
Yeah.
And I'm still off after. I'm just because he's been in an offseason, I'm not gonna say he's NFL ready.
And I think the
So,
biggest
he's not.
uncertainty, or the reason why Penn State's number 2, is they bring in 3 transfer wide receivers. Last year, their receiving was Tyler Warren. Now you got Trevor Pena from Syracuse. Devontae Ross had 1,000 at Troy.
Yep.
Kyron Hudson had one of the best catches I ever saw against LSU for USC. I think that's just it. And their offensive line is NFL ready, too. You're looking at 4 guys there.
Yeah.
They shouldn't be ranked above Ohio State, especially after last year ended. And now I'll throw it to you guys.
No, they absolutely should not be ranked above. You guys know I'm a Wolverine.
They should be above Notre Dame,
I'm a Buckeye hater
in my opinion.
through and through.
Well, Notre Dame lost a lot.
I know, but still.
Yeah.
Still though, I don't. Well, I think they should be above Notre Dame.
Even Oregon, I would maybe put Oregon above them.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I put Clemson over Penn State.
Yeah,
I'd put Clemson right now.
You could put.
But yeah, no, I don't think. Like I said, I'm a Buckeye hater through and through. I think Ohio State should be number 1. Absolutely, they wanted that. Like we do this every year. It's the team wins the national championship and then they're not ranked number 1. Like I just don't.
That doesn't make any sense.
I don't understand that. I don't
who
understand
Penn State
that at all. They're the
reminds me
reigning
of?
defending champions. They should be number 1. No matter how many people they lost, I don't care.
You know what Penn State always reminds me of? The Brewers in the playoffs. It's like they're always good. They always win a lot of games, and then they get to the playoffs, and then they lose the first, second round.
Yeah.
Because they can't. The quarterback just doesn't do anything. The pitching doesn't do anything.
Well,
Hitting
yeah.
doesn't
I
do
mean,
anything.
Penn State's always they're always that team that has all the hype, and then they don't perform. They don't.
So that's why I don't believe you can't be ranked number 2 if I don't believe you. You're not doing it.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. I think Georgia should be ranked above Penn State. I think Clemson should be ranked above Penn State.
I could say Oregon.
I don't know about Oregon.
There's Oregon. I understand why they're lower.
I need
They
some
did lose a
convincing.
lot.
No,
I'm thinking.
I understand why they're lower. They lost Dylan Gabriel, Evan Stewart's hurt. They lost Trayshawn Holden. They lost Tez Johnson.
Yeah, they lost a lot of guys.
And Penn State made it further. Even if it was
they lost a
flaw in
lot
the
of guys
system.
on both sides.
I just
of
feel
the
like
ball.
Penn State's just a little.
So that's why I'm not going to.
They're gonna drop though. They're gonna be top 10.
I think Penn State should be at. I think Penn State should be at 5 or 6.
Yeah. I mean, I know. I get that. They're
They're definitely.
I would
top
put them
10.
over Georgia.
Yeah.
They're 100% top 10. I think they should be 5 or 6.
If they beat Oregon in the whiteout game, and I think they're getting Oregon at a good time because Oregon's going to be a team that really excels later in the year. They get Oregon in September in the whiteout game. If they beat Oregon, they're going to go 11-1. Their one loss is going to be Ohio State. And then they'll lose to Ohio State again in the Big Ten Championship. Because it's always, can James Franklin beat Michigan or Ohio State? And the answer is still no. Yeah. The answer is still no.
Yeah, no.
So, yeah, we'll see. Speaking of Michigan, how are we feeling about them Wolverines?
I feel good. I feel really good.
We were 14.
Yeah.
I feel really good. I think return key starters on defense. Rod Moore's back from injury. That's huge.
That's actually a good ranking for what we finished.
Barnum's back.
Michigan finished the season really well, too.
Yeah.
I mean, you
Finished
beat Ohio State and Alabama.
And that's where I really... Michigan got better, and they finished the season beating Ohio State and beating Alabama. And they got better in like every area that you can think of. They got better, and so that's what I like about Michigan. Running back duo is going to be nasty. Justice Haynes and Isaiah Marshall.
Jordan Marshall.
Yeah, I really like Michigan.
I like Michigan too.
I think it's going to be tough though because of what other teams have become. So like Oregon's going to be tough. Ohio State's going to be very tough. Obviously, Penn State's going to be very tough.
Yeah.
Those are games that I could see them losing. But other than that,
do we play Illinois?
You got Oklahoma week 2.
Oklahoma's going to be a tough.
Yeah, that's the one good game.
Very
that week.
tough.
You go to USC. Really they don't play Oregon. Like after the Oklahoma game until Ohio State, they played 8 unranked teams. But got to go to Nebraska. That's a tough one, especially for a true freshman quarterback.
We got to play Patty Mahomes.
Yeah. They play Northwestern here. Doesn't matter. They'll win that game. I don't know why I even said that. Ohio State's the big one, but their defense is good, and they went 8-5 last year after having unspeakable quarterback play.
Yeah,
unspeakable.
I mean, we couldn't throw the ball last year. 8-5.
Couldn't throw it 3 yards in front of us.
No.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
Yeah, and you ran the ball down Ohio State's throat. I think that speaks a lot to them. Yeah. And I think Jair Hill is going to be a first-round pick. I think that Rod Moore might be if he stays healthy.
He's got to have a really good year. I mean, people don't remember because he was out all last season. The season before that, he had a really good year.
Yeah.
And he wasn't even first-round pick yet. He was almost there. That's why he came back was to get that solidified first-round draft pick selection. Yeah. And then he got hurt. So he has to have a really good year to be first round. But yeah, he's going to be a dog.
Do you guys think
Michigan... the leader of the defense.
Do you think they have a legitimate shot to make the playoff?
I do. I absolutely do. I think after, like, you have to compare both seasons and look at what we had last year and be like, okay, this is a way better football team, and we ended the year beating Ohio State and Alabama.
Plus, our opponents aren't what they were last year. Like, Oregon reloaded, had to reload.
Yeah. You don't even play Oregon or Penn State this year.
Penn State's, it's true.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying in general. A lot of
exactly.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's if you run into them in the Big Ten Championship, though, that's...
Yeah, I think the biggest difficulty on your schedule, not named Ohio State, is Oklahoma at Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Because that's Bryce Underwood's second game.
Yeah.
I think
going into an SEC environment like Oklahoma, it's gonna.
And I think the most obvious thing to say is if Bryce Underwood's good, Michigan's gonna be good.
Yeah.
The schedule's just not that hard for you guys. I don't know. They'll be around there. I think they will. I don't think they're gonna make the Big Ten championship because I think Penn State's going 11-1. I think Oregon.
I'm gonna give it to Penn State, Ohio State.
Yeah.
I think that's just how it's gonna be. I think Michigan can be in the running for playoff though.
Yeah, once again, Ohio State coming into the big house the last week of the season. We saw that the last 2 times.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to go 2 more Big Ten games, or I meant 2 more week 1 games. First one I'm going to start with, not even an analysis thing. Alabama's going to Doak Walker to play Florida State. Florida State went 2-10 last season. I don't even want to talk about the Seminoles that much. I want to talk about what Thomas Castellanos said that said Nick Saban can't save Alabama anymore. You got benched at Boston College.
Yeah.
Alabama's.
Bro, did you see him with his interview with EJ Manuel?
Yeah.
EJ Manuel is 6 foot. He's like at his rib cage. Literally.
Bro,
They
he's
talking to a little kid.
He's a small little.
He's a small dude.
Little Kyler Murray dude.
I know he's Kyler Murray. He is Kyler Murray.
He's a worse Kyler Murray though. Let's be for real.
Alabama's going to beat him by 30.
Yeah, they're gonna laugh in his face when he's on his.
They're gonna run the table against them.
Those pass rushers, bro. He gave them
Especially after what
bulletin
he
board
said.
material.
Yeah.
He gave them.
You
bulletin
can't
board
say that. You can't say that after
No, never.
being at Boston College, getting benched, and then going to Florida State.
That went 2-10 last year.
That went 2-10. That was the laughing stock of college football last
He
season.
was probably their fifth choice.
You cannot say that.
Yeah.
He was probably their like seventh choice.
Oh yeah, no.
Because they went after Carson Beck probably.
Yep.
You know
they went after everybody.
They probably went after Lenore Sellers.
Everybody.
They probably tried to give everybody a bag, and then he said,
Everybody.
"They said, Tommy, let's go. Let's go."
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know where to start with Florida State. We could talk about them if we wanted to, but then again, I don't think
really
they're
want to.
I don't think they're worthy of it.
Don't give them free publicity. They're the one team we can't give free publicity.
I mean,
Just shut your mouth.
Yeah.
Like, that's it.
And Mike Norvell talks a little bit too much too.
yeah, I mean, honestly,
I know.
Yeah,
He yaps. He's yapped his mouth ever since that season where they got
They got messed. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, they did.
They did.
They did. But I'm saying he keeps
but
running
then you
his
come
mouth,
back with that.
But he keeps running their mouth like they won the national championship. Shut up. It's a different season.
I think it's very possible that Mike Norvell gets fired after this season. I think they have forced.
Oh, if he goes 2-10.
Yeah, 2-10, absolutely.
They're going to.
If Mike Norvell doesn't win 5 games this year, he's getting canned.
I agree, and I see 4 immediate losses on their schedule. They lose to Alabama,
They're gonna
they lose
get
to
blown
Miami,
out.
they lose to Clemson, then they lose to Florida.
They're gonna get curb stomped.
They're gonna get curb stomped.
They're gonna get curb
And then there's some other games
gosh.
that might kill you. Pitt might be fine. They're coming in. Eli Holstein's a good quarterback. They'll beat East Texas A&M. They'll beat Kent State. They'll beat Virginia. Stanford, I don't know. Wake Forest, I don't know. I like Robbie Ashford. Virginia Tech, again, I don't know. They have 2 good quarterbacks, and we'll see. NC State, same thing. Anyway, Florida State's not worth our time. Two more games to get to very fast. Let's start with the Saturday night in Death Valley. The Clemson Death Valley. We'll see who talks. Clemson LSU. Do we want to do a prediction or wait or just talk about it? I love Clemson. I'll just come off and say it immediately.
Maybe let's come.
I really like Clemson. I was how do I put this? I think I was underrating them a little bit.
Yeah.
Coming into this season, earlier in the summer.
Yeah.
And then I looked at what they have, who they returned, and what they got. I really like Clemson a lot. A lot. Like, I think they are a lock to win the ACC. I don't think it should be an issue for them to win the ACC at all.
Thank you.
Yeah,
They're going to be back in the playoff.
Because who's their? I mean,
Their comp is Miami.
There comes Miami's
Like,
not. I don't trust Miami at all.
And that's what I'm saying. That's like a it may be. Like, I don't like, it's going to be hard for Miami to be good like they were last year.
Did you see a thing on Twitter where Miami was like, "It's a thing of beauty," and someone was like, "I see a Carson Beck triple coverage panic throw." It was hilarious.
Yeah.
I said, "Mm-hmm." I said, "Yep."
I think Clemson's gonna run the table unless they lose to South Carolina the last week. I think the 3 biggest games on their schedule.
That's going to be a really good game.
Yeah.
Because South Carolina beat them last year.
And that's South Carolina's gonna be playing for the playoff. Versus LSU is a big one. Then you play at Georgia Tech and at North Carolina. Georgia Tech's a sleeper. Like, I honestly think Georgia Tech's going to be the other team in the ACC
can really
championship.
give a run for their money.
I think North Carolina's still a bit away because their roster's just not that good, but I'll be at that game. I already got a press box for that. I just like Clemson returning TJ Moore, Bryant Wesco, Antonio Williams. They're returning all those guys. They came really into the scene late.
Yeah.
Like, they lost 3 games. And by the way, they still win the coaching battle with Dabo Swinney almost every time. And I like Cade Klubnik a lot. I think that if you asked me this time last year, I would have said he's dog shit.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely.
He was dog shit.
I thought Cade Klubnik was absolute dog water coming into last year.
DJU again.
Klubnik was not a good quarterback in my eyes coming into last season. He made a huge leap last year during the year.
And third in passing touchdowns last season.
Yeah.
And we haven't even mentioned the Clemson defense, who I think is the best unit in the country right now.
They're very good.
I think every player on that Clemson defense
very good.
could be an NFL starter.
Yeah.
They're returning 10 startars.
Yeah.
Sammy Brown's the main one for me. I mean, Clemson, we don't need to talk about them that much. I just think they're really good. I think they're going to run the table and win the SEC. ACC, sorry.
They're for sure winning the ACC. I think it's inevitable.
Yeah.
There's no way they don't.
So let me ask you guys about LSU really fast. I know I'm stealing a lot of this. LSU schedule, they have chances to prove it, right? They get at Clemson, they host Florida, they go to Ole Miss, they go to Alabama, they go to Oklahoma. What is a successful season for the LSU Tigers? LSU has not made the playoffs since well, that was bad. Since that, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, who else?
Ed Orgeron.
Terrace Marshall.
The historic year.
Let me ask
they
you guys.
won the playoff, yeah.
What one of the best college football teams I've ever seen, by the way. What's a successful season for LSU? Because they have the #1 transfer class. They're definitely a better team than last year.
It would be
what is a successful season? Making the playoffs?
It would be making the playoffs. I mean,
I think they have to make the playoffs.
They have to.
I agree.
Kelly has to make the playoffs.
Especially if Nussmeier is a favorite, a top 5 favorite for Heisman. They have to make the playoffs, and then they have to win several games. And listen, if they don't win the whole thing, I'll be like, okay, there's better teams, but they at least have to win a couple games with Nussmeier and that team, and with the weapons they have.
Yeah.
Brian Kelly. I mean, Brian Kelly left Notre Dame to go to a bigger, better school, and he did so right in his eyes, and so now Notre Dame just got into the national championship. You gotta, come on now. This is like Brady Belichick.
It's put up or shut up.
It's just like Brady Belichick. Like you gotta, the ex then did something crazy, so now you gotta start holding it up. You know what I mean? You gotta hit the gym, start living life. You know what I mean? So they gotta win.
Yeah, no, they gotta win. They gotta make the playoff. Brian Kelly, I think, will. I don't know. I think it's a little bit crazy to say he deserves to be fired if they don't make the playoff. I think he'll be on the hot seat if they don't make the playoff. I think he's already. I think he's like he's like touching the hot seat right now.
No,
he's there.
He's like in that territory.
LSU
of hot seat.
has lost their last 6 season openers, and it's gonna look like 7.
And that's another one.
Who's their
that's
season
another
opener?
one.
Yeah. Huh?
Who's yours? Oh,
because if they lose their season opener again, no one's gonna believe it.
Oh yeah, they're gonna lose to Clemson.
Well, it depends. If they put up a fight in Death Valley on a Saturday night, I could see it. But if they get killed, then I don't think so.
It has to be a close one.
It does.
It's got to be a very close game.
It's got to be close. But then again,
down to the wire last minute.
I would not be like they got to go on a run after, and they have their chances. I mean, Louisiana Tech will bounce back. You host Florida. I think they're a better team than Florida. I honestly think Florida's making it high or is ranked high. You go to Ole Miss.
Florida had some good wins last year.
They did, but they lost some guys.
That's at home against Florida?
At home against Florida. They go to Ole Miss. They get South Carolina at home and A&M at home. So if they could run the table until at Alabama, then who knows?
Yeah, I don't know.
But I feel like they can still throw some of those games.
Oh, absolutely. They're LSU.
Yeah.
That's what they do. That's what Brian Kelly does. He did it all the way back to his Notre Dame days.
They're gonna
and I think they're doing way too much talk after losing. I don't know if they lost their bowl game last year, but missing the playoff last year and saying they're the real Death Valley and stuff, and all Clemson saying is, we'll see you August 30th.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll see what happens. LSU,
they're gonna get curb stomped for. They're gonna probably get. I predict them to lose by more than 10.
I think it's gonna. I think they're gonna be shocked at least in the first half.
I'll put the line over 10.
Yeah, I think LSU is getting a lot of attention, and I think deservedly so. They're getting a lot of attention. They do have a very good transfer class coming in. Pod, if any of you guys play college football 26, play with LSU because they have the cheat code. You got Barian Brown and Chris Hilton and Xavion Thomas. They're all over 96 speed wide receivers.
Yeah.
And Nussmeier's a star. Caden Durham is also a star. So if you want to just piss off whoever you're playing, play with LSU. I just don't know if that's going to translate, especially early. We'll see. I agree. Making the playoff, or else I don't know.
Yeah.
Last game and then we'll switch to NFL. Saturday night or Sunday night at Hard Rock Stadium. Notre Dame versus Miami. Catholics versus convicts. Do you guys believe in Carson Beck and the Miami Hurricanes?
Hell no.
No.
Hell no.
I don't believe in Carson Beck. I believe I would have to see. I'm really skeptical of this Miami team. I have to really see what they do week 1.
They lost a lot.
They lost Cam Ward. They lost 3 wide receivers. They lost Damian Martinez. Anyway, continue.
That's what I'm saying. They've lost a lot. I have to see the guys that they reset with, how they play, and then I can give a good prediction about Miami. Right now, it's I don't really know. You know, I'm more confident in Notre Dame than Miami. Absolutely,
it's just the fact that he's
no doubt. There's no doubt about that.
It's just also the fact that he's coming on the heels of Cam Ward, who had a really, really good season.
And that's what half of their wins last year was because of Cam Ward.
Exactly.
Yeah. And since Mario Cristobal got to Miami, it's always been a really good quarterback. Before that, it was De'Ara King, and they still couldn't win with him. And they couldn't win with Cam Ward. I was talking to my friend yesterday about it. Miami missed the playoffs because they lost to Syracuse because their defense couldn't stop a nosebleed.
Yeah.
And Georgia Tech's always been their kryptonite. Like, you guys remember the running the ball and fumbling?
Yeah.
But they lost that one.
Yeah.
The ACC was a cakewalk last year. I thought if they beat Syracuse, they would have beaten Clemson. I really do.
Yeah.
I think their hardest game, Notre Dame, and then you got to go to SMU. I like Kevin Jennings a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know. I do like Carson Beck. I do. I thought he was good at Georgia. I don't know if he transferred to Miami because of a Cavender, but maybe.
No, he sure did.
I do like him.
Did.
I just don't trust Mario Cristobal. Mario Cristobal has had so many chances both at Oregon and Miami. He had fucking Justin Herbert at Oregon.
Yeah.
And they lost to Arizona State. And they lost to Arizona State and a true freshman quarterback named Jaden Daniels and missed the playoff. Jaden Daniels sucked that year, by the way.
Yeah.
He was terrible.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, I don't know if I trust him. And I also think the biggest thing with Miami is their defense. Now you face Jadarian Price.
Is that the year when you had Brandon Ayuk?
Yeah, Ayuk. Yeah, and Frank Darby.
Great years.
Yeah, great years. And they won the Rose Bowl that year, so good for you guys. But like, they should have went far. And the best part from that season, and then I'll stop ranting and I'll let you guys talk a little. They lost their first game that season. Pod, you pause this too because I want a trivia question. Oregon started the year as number 5. Everybody thought they were real. They had Justin Herbert. 2019,
Okay.
our senior year of high school.
Yeah.
They had Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
They had 5 returning offensive linemen.
Yeah.
And they had returning wide receivers and Jawan Johnson, who's now a tight end on the Saints, Johnny Johnson, a few other guys. They lost their season opener. Do you know who it was to? They lost in Texas, their season opener to...
They lost in Texas?
Yeah.
Sam Ehlinger?
No. They lost in Texas in a neutral site game.
No.
And I'll give you one more.
They lost to Texas.
Yeah. And this quarterback, they lost to
Texas.
They lost
Okay.
to an SEC team there.
Oregon did?
Oregon lost to an SEC team in the season opener, and when I tell you who the quarterback is, you'll be like, okay, I understand why you brought this up. It was a quarterback making his first ever collegiate start.
What do you mean in Texas?
At AT&T Stadium. It was one of those showcase games to open the season. Oregon lost that game. Pause it too, see if you could get this. I don't think you guys are going to get this, but when I tell you the quarterback, you'll be like, okay, I understand why you brought it up.
2019.
2019.
I'm trying to think about the quarterbacks between.
A quarterback.
It wasn't Joe Burrow, was it?
No, a quarterback in the SEC making his first career start.
Oh, okay. His first.
And they lost. Oregon was up that entire game until 2 last-minute touchdowns. They botched that game. Herbert didn't play well.
Trevor.
And it's not one of the higher-end SEC teams. It's not Alabama. It's not LSU.
Yeah.
So I'll give you that. I'll give you 2 guesses and then I'll spoil it because.
I have no idea. I'm trying to think about the quarterback.
Okay, it's.
Do you want one more?
Was it De'Aaron King at Georgia Tech?
No. It was. I'll give you one more hint. He's in the NFL now.
Starter?
He's an NFL starting quarterback now. You guys are gonna pinch yourself when I say it. There's a reason why I'm bringing this up.
And it's not a higher end SEC team.
At least not recently.
Not recently.
Not recently.
Okay.
Like I could give you
Baker?
I could give you the team.
No,
you want me to
Baker
give you the
was
team
gone.
and you could guess the quarterback? I could give you the team or a hint on the team.
No.
Okay, cool.
I want to guess this.
Cool.
I want to guess this.
Pod, we're gonna pause this while I pee and you guys guess it.
I want to guess this.
Pause it for 1 second. I gotta pee. You guys guess it. We're taking a commercial break. Pod, we're coming back.
What's the 2019 quarterbacks?
You have to pee that bad.
I have to pee that bad.
That's good. We'll get an intermission.
You guys think about it. I'm literally not giving you. You guys will understand why I bring it up.
Nah, keep it going.
Oh, fine.
Okay.
Keep going.
Let's talk
While you
about
guys
it.
talk.
Let's talk about
I
it.
have a small bladder. I'll be right back.
He has a small body. He has to go pee so bad.
7-year-old.
Okay, it's an SEC. Okay.
He said 2019 making his first SEC start.
I thought it was De'Aaron King for a second, but it wasn't.
I'm trying to remember the 2019 quarterbacks. Like, they're escaping my mind. Can I search that up? I'm going to search that up. 2019 quarterbacks.
I'm not even trying to think of that because I'm trying to think of what SEC team it was first. Oregon lost the season opener.
Kyle Trask?
No, there's no way. No.
It wasn't. What team did he play in the opener?
Did Oregon play in that opener? He said he would give us the team. I don't want the team though. I want to guess this.
No.
I want to guess this.
This is too hard. He's a starting NFL. Tua.
No, he said it was a lower end.
Oh, he did say it's lower end.
It's not Tua. It's definitely not Tua.
He said a starting quarterback.
It's definitely not Tua. Kyle Trask isn't a starter, bro.
Yeah, I know. I know. I didn't realize.
I just thought about that. Kyle Trask is not a starter in the NFL.
Relax.
Is Kyle Trask even still in the NFL?
Yeah, he's still with the Bucks.
Did you get it?
No.
I'll give you one more minute. Play the Jeopardy music or the. You want me to give you like a starting quarterback, which conference he's in? Or
No, you said that. Conference. SEC.
I know, but NFL conference now.
Is that AFC West?
He's in the AFC.
Bo Nix?
Bo Nix.
Bo
go.
Nix.
I knew it.
Auburn.
Bo Nix and
You're
Auburn.
damn right it was
The
Auburn.
Auburn Tigers
Yes,
beat
it was.
Joel
I was
like, it had to be
Cristobal.
a transfer because the way I'm
And
thinking about it is.
You guys
No, I
understand
knew
why?
it was a transfer.
You
I
guys
was just-
understand why I said Bo
It's
Nix?
Bo Nix.
Who transferred to Oregon?
Because he transferred to Oregon. That's why.
Yeah, but anyway,
I
moral of the
forgot they did lose that game to Auburn and Bo Nix.
Yeah, moral of the story there. Mario Cristobal blows things. Huh?
Is that Hugh Freeze as the coach?
I don't even know who Auburn's coach was.
No, I don't think Freeze was there yet.
He wasn't there yet.
Was it still Miles on?
Oh, you're talking
It
about?
was Miles on.
It was-
Miles on.
yeah, yeah. I don't think. Yeah. I knew Freeze was-
Bottom line, they blow it.
Freeze
all the
came
time.
like 2022.
Yeah. Freeze came 2022. They're going to be terrible this year, by the way, Auburn. But moral of the story, I don't care.
Did they still have Peyton Thorne?
No, it's Jackson Arnold now.
Oh, that's right.
Anything else about college football that you guys are dying to say? I know I've been like very high on coffee and throwing a bunch of trivia questions out there.
No, that was a good trivia question.
thank
I was
you.
like, I'm trying to think about that.
Thank you.
much?
I'm very
My
excited.
first guess was Kyle Trask.
Kyle Trask.
No, he said Kyle Trask. He threw Kyle Trask out there. I said, wait a minute. Kyle Trask is not a starter in the NFL.
No.
All right. Yeah. Thoughts on the top 25?
Okay.
Who deserves to be there? Who's a good ranking? What do you not like? I'll tell you what I don't like. I definitely don't like Miami in the top 10. And then, am I missing something, or why the hell is Illinois 12?
They're just returning everyone, and they ended the season well, and they could have won more games. Luke Altmaier's returning, and they won 9 games last year.
Tennessee got a new
I
quarterback.
just think 12
Joey
is a little,
Aguilar, that's
12
what it's
is a
gonna be.
little high for Illinois.
I
Very
agree.
high.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, above South Carolina, Illinois above South Carolina is crazy to me. Above Florida is crazy. Above Texas A&M is crazy to me.
I understand why they're
No.
ranked above South Carolina for one reason. It's just because they beat South Carolina in the bowl game. That's the one thing. But I think South Carolina's a better football team.
Texas A&M is better than
We
them,
need
but
to
I
stop
see why.
analyzing bowl games because no one cares.
Yeah.
Like,
The best part of
Half
that,
the teams are
and
even
no
more-
one cares.
they're all
The
gutted
best-
anyway.
the best part of that bowl game was the fight, if you remember that. Those
I don't remember
Shane,
that fight.
Shane Beamer, Brett Bielema were like beefing across the sidelines, and then
I
the
don't-
fight broke out.
Oh.
Yeah. Once
I don't
again, pod,
remember that.
check it out.
Because then again, who cares about bowl? I was
Exactly.
barely watching bowl
No,
games.
but that's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, to me, I didn't like that. I didn't like Illinois. I didn't
Also,
like Miami's ranking.
Boise State at 25, like,
I just think they had to include a group of 5. I think that's
I
the one.
guess
reason.
so, but like, Ashton Jenkins,
So let's just throw Boise State in there.
like, Ashton Jenkins
I mean, at
gone.
that point,
They're
just
not gonna be
give
any-
a team that deserves it.
Maddox Madsen's back.
He's
I mean,
not bad, but we all know it made that team run.
Yes, exactly. Literally run.
Literally.
The
I
one
mean, I
thing-
guess I'll give it to him
Camper
because
isn't
I mean,
bad, but
my thing is, who the hell else are you going to put there?
Anybody
I think
else.
there's one
No.
other group of 5 team that you
No.
could consider, but it's too hard to consider them right now. It's Tulane because Tulane they
Hell
brought
no.
in 5 quarterbacks. TJ Finley was supposed to be the starter, and then he got arrested. Like you guys know that, right? He literally got arrested.
Yeah, he keeps bouncing from
I know.
college to college.
New Orleans. They brought in Jake Retzlaff, who I think is fine. Retzlaff turns over the ball a lot.
Didn't
That's
he
the
get a
only
walk-on?
other group of 5 teams.
Isn't he a walk-on?
Sully's
Retzlaff?
there too.
Yeah,
Shout
he's
out Sully.
technically.
Shout out my boy Sully.
But I think Retzlaff is going to be the starter. But they have a tough one in week 1. You know who they got week 1?
Who?
Northwestern.
Yeah, Northwestern.
They're going to kick the doors off Northwestern.
No, they're going to beat Northwestern. Preston Stone's going to be a dog, though.
I like Preston Stone. I do. I think Northwestern's going to win 4 games. We're not spending time in this podcast talking
Yeah,
about
no, I
Northwestern.
don't want to talk about them either.
One top 25
These are gonna
impression I
drop.
want. I'm the biggest Florida Gators truther out there, especially when it comes to basketball.
Yeah, I know you
I think
are.
Florida is ranked too high at 15.
do.
They finished 8-5. They had a good season. I think they're ranked too high at 15. I think their wide receiving core is a little
They set them up for
a little
failure.
too shallow. Yeah, set them up for failure. Exactly. A little too shallow. I think Dallas Wilson is going to be one of the best freshmen in college football, but he's hurt and he's going to miss the first few games.
Yeah.
I just think that stretch. I mean, the stretch where you have to go to LSU, to Miami, get Texas at home, and Texas A&M. I think there's a possibility that you lose all 4 of those because Florida might still be a year away. I think next year when Lagway's a red shirt, or I guess not red shirt, a junior, I think they're going to be legitimate. This year feels a little too early. I think the worst thing that could have happened to them last year was winning all those games and keeping Billy Napier. Mm-hmm. Because I'm not saying Napier's a bad coach, but if you're talking about that schedule, right? I'd rather have Brian Kelly over him. I wouldn't rather have Cristobal. I don't like Cristobal, but I'd rather have Sarkisian and I'd rather have Mike Elko.
Yeah.
Those are all really tough games, and them at 15, it feels like their ceiling is so high, but their floor is also really low. Like there's a chance they go 6-6 just because how hard their schedule is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw one more out
You could
there.
put Colorado. Sorry. What if I said Colorado over Boise State?
No, I don't hate that.
No, I like that.
It would be helpful if-
see, there we go. That's a good one.
They got
I like
one
that.
vote. One vote.
Yeah, which is crazy.
It depends on their starting quarterback, Juju Lewis or Caden Salter.
Because they still haven't announced it.
Well, yeah, Deion's fucking Sanders. That's Deion being Deion. I agree with you. I think
He's
Colorado,
doing that to the very start of the season to confuse people.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking at all these teams.
Who do you think it's going to be? Caden? Okay.
I think it's going to be Salter.
Salter,
I think
probably.
Deion had a very misleading quote where he's just like, I wouldn't bring him in if I didn't think he would start.
He's doing this so that Lewis can kind of have the hope.
Oh, absolutely.
And not transfer and be like, I'm out of here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Salter too.
Yeah. Also, the Big 12.
Until otherwise.
Yeah, the Big 12 outside of Arizona State is such a excuse the language, shit show when it comes to quarterbacks or just what's going to happen.
They just have Kansas State.
I mean, Kansas State, Avery Johnson.
Avery Johnson, yeah.
Completion percentage low, turns the ball over a little.
Yeah, I'm about to say he's just his arm to me.
He's kinda
man.
wild.
I honestly think the second best quarterback in the Big 12 is Sawyer Robertson at Baylor. I think Baylor's going to be good, but it could be Salter. And who knows with Deion? Like, who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
Omarion's looking pretty good.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
He's emerging as
for sure.
because he had that one game where he was like, welcome to the world, and then he disappeared.
Yeah.
Now he's emerging again. So good for him.
Are there any other teams you guys are looking at that either shouldn't be ranked or should?
Sorry.
No, go.
I was just gonna say I know Tennessee is low, but they had that whole controversy, and now they got Joey Aguilar. Like, we don't know what we're gonna get from him. He was at UCLA when they were bad, and now he's gonna go to Tennessee in the SEC.
By the way,
It's like they flipped quarterbacks, and Nico's looking better than him. So it's like,
and Aguilar didn't even play at UCLA.
That's what I'm saying.
UCLA for a few months.
So what are we gonna get?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're not gonna be good in the SEC, and they're in the SEC.
Yeah,
With that, so I don't think they should have been ranked for that purpose.
Yeah, I think if Josh Heupel couldn't win with Herndon Hooker or Nico, you're not gonna win with these guys. Yeah. I don't know. One other I wanted to throw out there. Yeah, Georgia Tech should be ranked. I said it earlier. I think Georgia Tech's going to
you have a lot of faith in Georgia Tech.
Yeah, I mean,
they got 63 votes.
Look at what they did last year. They beat Miami. They almost beat Georgia on the road in the game of the year, the 8 overtime game.
Yep.
They're returning Haynes King. They're returning a bunch of other guys. And you look at their schedule. Their schedule, besides Georgia and Clemson, and I know those are two big besides, the biggest one's at Colorado week 1. But looking at Georgia Tech's schedule, I think it's very possible they finished 9-3, but only have one ACC loss to Clemson. Because you're not losing to Wake Forest, you're not losing to Virginia Tech at home, you're not losing to, they might lose to Duke. I don't know what Duke is. Not losing to Syracuse, not losing to NC State, not losing to Boston College. Georgia Tech could go 9-3 with losses to Clemson, Colorado, and Georgia and make the ACC championship.
Okay.
And I think Haynes King is good.
I like that argument.
Yeah. I really like Haynes King. And I like everything that Georgia Tech did last year going back to beating Florida State in Ireland.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, apologies.
That was a game, man.
That was a game.
I remember watching that thinking, who is? I'm like, what?
Yeah.
No, that was
the beginning of the end for DJU.
That was a game.
Yeah, so I like them. Anything else? I mean, I like Bren Key a lot, too. I think Bren Key did a really good job.
I got a gripe to pick with Indiana. Kurt Cignetti been talking his talk. He been talking his shit
That's
recently.
Cignetti, man. Cignetti's not going to stop talking shit.
And he scheduled the easiest schedule of all time. I mean, he gave him a direct path.
Yep.
Okay, hold on. Let's go through the schedule because it's actually insane.
You see the quote he said about the schedule, though?
Yep.
I know, but just I gotta no.
Yeah.
Old Dominion, Kennesaw State, Indiana State, Illinois, and those are all at home to open. At Iowa, at Oregon, which is probably one of their toughest.
Or they'll lose to Oregon.
Yeah. Michigan
not
State at
Oregon,
home,
Penn State.
UCLA at home, at Maryland, at Penn State, Wisconsin at home, at Purdue. So they really, if they're as good as they say, should lose maybe 2-3 games.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a pretty easy schedule, especially if they front loaded it. Like they front loaded it. Going Old Dominion, Kennesaw State, Indiana State, Illinois at home for the first 4 games is ridiculous.
Yeah. I think it gives Coach Sig a lot of time to figure it out. I think that a lot of people are sleeping on Roman Hemby going there, but Hemby might not even be their best running back. But I think it's Fernando Mendoza. And Mendoza, I don't know how great he is.
That's the thing. We don't know what we're getting from that team also. So it's like
we're going to figure out how good Mendoza is.
Yeah,
we will.
We're going to figure it out.
Real quick.
Had one of the best speeches last season when they beat Stanford. Like, I love this school so much.
Actually,
and then he transferred.
He could be ass and then
gets a bag.
Think about it, he could be ass and then they just win 4 games and then everyone's like, oh my gosh, they're undefeated again, and then they run up against Oregon and then they get the doors they get smoothed over.
Yeah. Another guy that I just want to throw out from Indiana, because why not? D'Angelo Pons is going to be a second-round pick, maybe first, if Indiana's defense is any good as they were last year. Yeah. That was the one other I wanted to throw out there, but I agree with that. Anything else college football?
I think we're all good.
All right, cool. What else we got? Is it time for a little baseball or tweaker of the week, and we could just get some baseball in there? Let's do that.
Okay.
My tweaker of the week. Oh my God, the New York. Yeah.
He said, oh.
Yeah. I'll make it New York baseball because both the Mets and Yankees are having a competition of who could be worse right now.
Hey, it's a tie. You both lose.
Yeah.
Dog.
I just can't believe what happened last night.
New York baseball's in the gutter.
It finally looks like the Mets could turn it around after scoring 13 runs on Monday night, or Tuesday night rather. Then yesterday they go up 6-0.
And then it's the Braves.
Well.
It's the Braves.
And then their all-star pitcher gives up 9 runs. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
To who?
Yeah.
The Braves.
The Braves, by the way, who have everyone on the IL.
Yeah,
he's wearing a guy Acuna's jersey. Acuna's hurt.
Acuna's got Achilles inflammation. They're whooping them.
Acuna's hurt, and he did the same as Lindor last night. Or actually, I don't know.
That's hilarious.
But anyway, the Mets and Yankees are having a competition of who's worse. I think right now, I'd honestly say the Mets are worse right now.
It's
because
the
of pitching. Yeah.
And expectations.
Yeah.
The thing about the Yankees is that one Judge injury and they're all done. They're done. Because remember when he hurt his toe and they were trying to stay afloat for like 2 months?
Dude, Stanton's playing outfield for them.
I know. Yeah. They got Stanton who runs as fast as a tortoise in the outfield.
I'd take Hector in a race over Stanton.
I would too.
Yeah.
Oh, he's so slow, but yeah.
I also think the NL is so much better than the AL, but New York Mets, there's no way you're watching this, but if you are, wake up. Wake up. That's it. All right.
Say it louder.
Wake the up. Oh, my God. They haven't had a pitcher go over 5 innings in, 7 days. They have one of the worst starting pitching staffs in baseball since the All-Star break. Their bullpen, Ryan Helsley has not been great. Tyler Rogers has been fine. Edwin Diaz didn't pitch for 6 days and somehow couldn't throw in the strike zone. Yeah.
He's wild.
Yeah, all right. I'm done.
All right. A little rage bait there.
I'm done. Yeah, I'm done. And I don't think the Yankees are that good either, but I think the Yankees starting pitching is much more reliable.
My tweaker of the week is Michael Porter Jr. He said a lot of things this week that are like, what are you doing?
Yeah, that was insane.
First of all, Michael Porter Jr., if you don't know him, it's 6'10", light-skinned guy, plays for the Nets, now got traded from the to the Nuggets to the Nets.
No.
And he basically over the weekend said a whole bunch of these things.
He was tripping, bro.
Yeah, first of all, he said, yeah, what your homeboys could do is just tell you to throw a game and put 10,000 on a bet, and that's how they come up. Yeah, sir, what are you talking about? Why are you exposing your secrets? We know your brother had problems gambling, and now you're over here talking about this is what our homeboys saying.
Bro.
You have no awareness. Stop talking. And then he gets on, I don't even know if it was a podcast or what, it was a clip. He's talking about, yeah, my brothers have vices and it's gambling, but my vices is women. What? What are you talking about?
Bro.
No, he's just yapping. He got traded to Brooklyn and all of a sudden he's feeling himself.
Yeah.
I've never seen him. Bro, and now on Twitter, it's spammed with MPJ is the funniest guy in the league. It's videos of him leaking the commissioner's number. It's him saying the wildest things. There's clips of him talking to guys, talking about, look at that bet. Come on, man.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
He got traded away from any responsibilities, and now he's letting loose.
Yeah. Wait until the Nets win like 60.
Yeah, but he's putting up 30 shots a game. No passing.
Bro.
He about to have 3 assists a game.
It's gonna be.
And they're all gonna be accidental.
I'm so excited.
All right, that's my tweaker of the week. Michael Porter Jr., tighten up, bro. Tighten up, man.
Hold on, real quick. I don't even know who my tweaker of the week is. I might just give it to Gil, for real. But no, look at this, though. CBS?
Yeah, Michael.
Bro.
Yeah.
Yo, did you see this, Jake?
What?
CBS, bro. Oh, my God. CBS is tweaking.
What?
WTOC Sports. It was a CBS
Oh
affiliate.
yes. Michael Penis
They put
Jr.
Michael Penis Jr.
Yeah, insane.
Bro, that's crazy.
Someone on Twitter was like, they signed somebody.
They signed a new quarterback.
Yeah.
That is crazy. What?
Yeah.
How do you make that mistake?
No, that's crazy work.
Crazy.
Yeah, I think I might just give it to Gilbert Arenas. Gilbert Arenas has been wild. Ever since Gilbert Arenas
Got
arrested, he has been wilding. Like, out of pocket.
Yeah, dude.
Like, out of this world, bro. Like, crazy.
Bro, you hear what he said? He said, guys, come on. I don't snitch now. I snitch in September. Come on.
Okay, he said, come on. Come on. And then he's on his podcast. He has, hey, do y'all want to go? I got 4 tickets, front row seat to the dildo throwing contest.
Bro.
That is crazy.
You know he picked up a real one off his
And he
desk?
picked up a real dildo and threw it and caught it.
Yeah.
Like, what, bro?
Nice catch.
Come on, Gilbert. Come on. That's just that's who he is. But like, Gilbert is crazy, bro.
He said, people in his comments talking about, why would you snitch? He said, snitch. He said, I don't know them. He said, I'm gonna snitch. He said, I don't know them.
Crazy.
I'm gonna tell.
Wild.
Just airing it out that he's about to snitch. Just airing it out. Airing it out. So,
and the thing about Stephen A, he said, Stephen A, you a fed,
Stephen
man.
A, you a fed. You got a wire.
Fed.
Stephen A, you wearing a wire.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely insane.
So,
I'm gonna throw out one more just because I find it funny, and this shows how I'm bad
going
luck.
Gil. That's it. That's all I got.
Pod, I met P. Crow Armstrong on July 31st. P. Crow Armstrong's
You were tripping.
P. Crow Armstrong's stats in the month of August: 3 for 37, 0 home runs, 0 RBIs, 14 strikeouts.
Yeah, he's bad. The Linsanity run is over.
Yeah, you're welcome, every non-Cubs fan, because.
I thought you were gonna tell the story about how.
I could tell the story.
met him
Yeah,
and you
I can tell the story really fast. My least favorite athlete to ever exist, Tom Brady, opened up a card store across from Wrigley Field. I was running some errands, and where was I? Oh, so I was on the phone with my friend, and I'm going over the card store because I'm just like, Tom Brady's here. I might as well go tell him to, that he ruined my life. And I see this guy standing next to a 7-Eleven, and it's P. Crow Armstrong. He's just standing there alone. And all these Cubs fans just are around Tom Brady's store. And P. Crow Armstrong, your best player, is standing right there. I go up to him. I go, are you P. Crow Armstrong? I obviously knew he was. He's just like, yeah. We talked for like 3 minutes because I'm just like, I'm a huge fan. Like, you're really good. I am a Mets fan, funny enough. And then Kyle Tucker comes up and is just like, yeah, we got to go in the store. And he's just like, it was great talking to you. I dap up P. Crow Armstrong, so that's probably why his hands aren't as good now. And I go, wait, before you go, can I take a photo? And he goes, sure. Take out my phone. It ran out of charge.
Tweaking.
Yeah.
Tweaking.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm bad luck. We'll just put it that way because he's terrible now.
Yeah, some of that
since he
Jake
since he dapped me up.
Gave some of that Jake Stank.
Yeah.
Jake Stank.
Yeah, and then people are just like, Tom Brady's gonna come out and cut the ribbon of the store at 8:00, and then it got to like 8:10, and I'm just like, why am I waiting on Tom Brady if he ruined my life?
As a Jets fan. Yeah, he didn't ruin my life. So.
I haven't seen the Jets beat Tom Brady since 2015.
And you'll never get that opportunity.
Never. Yeah, never.
You said that like you was still playing. Never. You ain't never getting that opportunity.
That shit's long gone, bro. That shit's long gone, bro.
We did beat Brady in the playoffs once.
That clock is ticking, buddy.
Yeah.
And it ain't stopping.
Yeah.
He ain't coming back to.
That was the last time we made the playoffs. We beat Brady.
He said since 2015 like he's still in the.
You gotta get your get back, Jake.
All right, that's it. We out of here, man.
Get it back in blood.
We gotta get out of here.
All right, that's all that we have for episode 30, Big 30. As always, run up socials, TikTok, Instagram. Comment your favorite for winning the national championship this year. Who's your favorite? Comment who's your favorite. Comment who's your sleeper. I want to see that. Sorry. I want a definite favorite and a sleeper that like you're kind of confident in, but you're not fully confident in.
Yeah.
But yeah, as always, like, comment, subscribe. That's all. As always, stay fly.